There are 200 billion stars in our galaxy alone, trillions of planets, billions of years for life to start, evolve, and build something. And in all of that, across the entire observable universe, we have found exactly one civilization that talks. Us. Nobody is called back. Nobody is waved. Nobody is left so much as a signal in the static. This is the Fermi Paradox, and it is not really a question about aliens. It's a question about what happens to civilizations like ours. In 1950, a physicist named Enrico Fermi was eating lunch with 3 colleagues at Los Alamos. The conversation had drifted to UFOs and the odds of life beyond Earth. The math, everyone agreed, was overwhelming. Even a conservative estimate meant the galaxy should be teeming with civilizations older than ours by millions of years. Fermi listened, went quiet, then asked one question that stopped the table cold.
So where is everybody? That question still hasn't been answered. Not because we haven't looked. We've pointed radio telescopes at the sky for over 60 years, scanned millions of stars for the faintest artificial signal. For decades, the comfortable answer was that we simply hadn't looked far enough or long enough. Space is big. Maybe they're just too far to hear yet. That answer used to be enough. It isn't anymore. A civilization only slightly more advanced than us wouldn't need to shout across the galaxy. It would leave fingerprints. A species that harnesses the full energy of its star doesn't just build bigger cities. It builds a Dyson sphere, a shell around a sun that changes how that star's light looks from light years away. We have the technology right now to detect one. We've scanned hundreds of thousands of stars. We found nothing. And the silence gets stranger the longer you sit with the math. The universe is over 13 billion years old. Room enough for a civilization to arise 8 or 9 billion years before Earth had a single-celled organism. Even at slow travel speeds, a species with a head start could colonize the whole galaxy long before we were born. We should be living inside someone else's empire. We are not.
This is where scientists started asking a darker question. Maybe the silence isn't because nobody got here first. Maybe it's because nobody survives long enough to. This idea has a name: the Great Filter. Somewhere between lifeless chemistry and a civilization capable of reaching the stars, there is a wall. And the terrifying part is we don't know where it is. Maybe the filter is behind us. Maybe the leap from simple molecules to self-replicating life is so unlikely it has only happened once, here. If the filter is behind us, we already survived it. We're rare, but safe. The silence would just mean we got lucky in a universe where almost nothing else does. Maybe it's common for a species to reach exactly where we are right now, and almost universal that shortly after, something ends them. Physicist Robin Hanson put it plainly. If the filter is ahead of us, every sign of alien life we ever find should terrify us, not excite us. Think about what after could mean. A species that masters energy on the scale of a star also masters energy on the scale of a weapon. Nuclear war sat one bad decision away from erasing humanity for most of the last 80 years. Now picture every civilization out there reaching that same doorway.
And most not walking through it. The galaxy would look exactly like this. Old, quiet, full of stars that once could have talked and don't anymore. A newer theory says the filter isn't war or disease. It's what a civilization builds right before it goes silent. An intelligence that thinks faster than the species that made it, with no reason to keep a planet habitable. Not evil, just indifferent. The way we're indifferent to an anthill under a parking lot. Nobody has to be the villain for a civilization to end quietly. But here's what almost nobody says out loud after laying all of this out. The Great Filter isn't a law of physics. It's a pattern with exactly one confirmed data point. Us. We don't know we're doomed. We know everyone else, if they existed, is gone. That's a warning.
not a verdict. Every civilization before us that went quiet did so without knowing the filter was even there. We don't have that excuse anymore. Fermi's question was never really about aliens. It was about us, looking out at a silent galaxy and asking whether that silence describes our future. Nobody has proven the filter is ahead of us. Nobody has proven it isn't. The sky isn't answering. It's waiting to see what we do next.